Hi everyone, my name is Tatasha Monique Ford, 36 years old. I'm a mother of two. I have a little girl, a little boy. I'm a bartender. I just recently graduated with my criminal justice degree and I'm going back for my bachelor's in April. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, East Side, all day, every day. What up, though?
Hi, my name is Leonisha Vaughn. I'm married with two kids of my own, biologically, but I have four stepchildren additional to my family. I have a business called Goodie Bags. I'm located inside K&K Fashion Bar. Right now, as a nurse, I work with Beaumont Home Care. I do visits, nursing visits. I see about 7-8 patients a day.
Hi, my name is Lenasia. I am married. I'm married with 3 children. I have 3 dogs. Those are my daughters and my other son. I own a boutique. I've been owning a boutique for 11 and a half years. I also do real estate. I own property. These are one of the homes I've been owning for about 10 years. About 10 years I've had this one. This was my second house I bought though. This is the second house I ever bought. It's basic stuff. When me and my husband got the house, we just had to go in it, renovate it, put everything back in the inside, but the house was good. Came with a new roof. Well, I did put a new roof on it, but everything was good, new windows and everything. So this is one of my babies.
Leonisha and Lenasia. We've been knowing each other since high school. I'm telling my age because we've been out of school almost 20 years. So we've been friends for over 15 years. Leo has a space inside the boutique, so we spend time at the boutique together. Tasha models for me, so we spend time there. But then at the same time, we set boundaries where we say, this is what we doing. We going out, we doing this, because you have to set time for yourself. So we make sure that we do make time for us. Originally, where I'm from is around over there off of Hopper between Van Dyke and my Elliott. That's how I ended up going to Cooper Burroughs Catering in that neighborhood. I love growing up over there. We actually played outside.
Yeah, this is where it all started. Used to walk to the cave from here. Used to walk to Burroughs from here. Memories.
East Side, born and raised. I lived on Gratian and Van Dyke, that house on Seminole. That's where my parents and them raised us, and that's where they grew up. But eventually, when I got in like the 9th grade, in Kettering High School, we eventually moved on Van Dyke Official Avenue. And that's where all the fun began. Typically, I do home healthcare visits. I actually see people out at their home. These patients some of them are patients that's being discharged from the hospital and they still need assistance at home. So when I get to a patient house, of course, since COVID, we have been, have to wear masks and face shields and things of that nature.
But what really brought us closer was the tragedy all of us experienced. Okay, me almost going to jail. Whew. Y'all, it's a tough one. I got into an altercation with a female. I was attacked. I was attacked in front of my kids. So any mother, any father, anybody with kids, you gonna go into beast mode. I ended up doing more damage to her, even though she was the one that attacked me and I got charged with attempted murder.
And she came back home, she called me and she said, hey, I'm back and such, what's going on, whatever. And she was dealing with a lot. So we was communicating through the phone because at that point in time, she had just came back and I was here trying to do this and she was here fighting with that, but we still communicated through the phone. But whenever she had court or something was going on, I would call and talk to her. She would call and let me know what was going on. I would always tell her, you're going to beat that. You're going to beat it. You ain't going to jail.
I had to sit in jail here. I had to sit in jail in Arkansas. I had $100,000 bond. It took me 2.5 years to beat the case. My whole life got put on pause. I was blessed to have friends in my life that helped me get through one of the toughest situations I ever was in. Motivation that they gave me to get up every day, the motivation that they gave me to continue to go to work, the motivation that they gave me to continue to take care of my kids, because I really was spiraling into a depression. And if I didn't have them in my life, I don't know where I'd be right now.
So I would party and try to drive home, knowing that I was just drinking at a bar. So I would say that a time like that, that's when I caught my first DUI. So at that point, I just felt like my whole nursing career was going down the drain. You know, like, you catch a DUI, you ain't, that's it. I mean, like, it's on your record. It looks bad. I had to be about 22, 23. It doesn't look good trying to get in nursing school with that type of stuff on here. As long as I'm in the house, it's maybe 45 minutes. If they have wounds or anything like that, IVs, labs, they need to be done, maybe longer. I didn't think I had a drinking problem. I just think I had a partying problem. Like, I was too busy trying to party. I didn't have no kids then. I was getting caught up in the moment, having fun with friends, and still wasn't focused. I had goals. I had stuff that I should have been focusing on. But it was like the turn up was real for me. I just think that what happened was I just got too caught up in the moment.
My mom, she always worked on top, and she hustled on the side. She was always going to get to the money one way or the other. And my dad did too. My dad, he worked for Chrysler. You know, I watched him. I watched him growing up. I watched him hustle. I saw it. And I seen what I wanted, you know. But I just hustled a little bit different. You know, my steps was different, but my ambition, I think it came from watching him hustle, because he was young. My dad was young. My dad passed. He passed at 35 years old. So my dad had a cardiomyopathy. So once he got in the car, his heart stopped. I was crushed. I was hurt. I felt cheated. Like, every girl needs their dad, but I was mad at the world one day he died. But I'm coping with it. It's life. So I'm dealing with it. Yeah, like I said, they tore the houses down. They tearing the city down. So I'm gonna be a part of bringing it back up, because, like I said, and I'm gonna buy my auntie house too. Watch, we're gonna get this house back together. Mark my words, one of us will. With my dad being gone, I did have to prove it to people. I did, because you had people saying, "Oh, that's little Randy. Oh, Randy this, Randy what it is, Randy what it that." And then you had the people that were saying what I wasn't gonna be, what I wasn't gonna do. Once me and the girls graduated high school, you know, for a minute everybody kind of went their separate way. Tasha went to college, moved out of town for a minute. Lanisha went her way. I was young with the baby, so I went my way. But once we linked back up, we always kept in touch with each other. So once we linked back up, everybody had kids. Our kids, they're like cousins.
So, our friendship is like in a nutshell. We all have our own life. We all have our own goals. We all have our own ambitions. But we're like, it's like a sisterhood.
It's an honor to have women in my life that have went from friends to family to sister. And being sisters is one of the tightest bonds that you can have with somebody.
So in 2022, I can tell you that me and my girls, my sisters, we have something up our sleeve. We will be doing big things together. So ain't no stopping us.
Them girls, they're my babies. And it's so crazy because we all are like different in our own little way. But in the same token, when we come together, it's still like we won.
Feels good having those type of ladies, those type of women in your life. Get y'all some.
Those are my sister friends.